All right, guys, so this is really important. I'm going to give you 3 tips of working from home because, as you know, if you work from home, it is really difficult to actually make it work. And I will tell you that it is possible, and it's one of the best things ever because it really allows you the flexibility and the way to serve your couples and your clients in the best way, or in a way that allows you to, say, raise a family or be flexible. So here's our top 3 tips. So the first tip is treat your job as a real job. Like you're working, you're an employee, you're self-employed. That means you're a worker. And so many people don't treat their wedding filmmaking business or photography business as a job. You know, treat it as a 9-to-5 job. You're employed under your brand name. And the way this looks is you have a set schedule, just like you would if you're working for another company. Really write down and say what schedule is going to work for you. You know, for us, it's 9 to 5. So we start every day at 9 a.m. and we finish at 5 p.m. And the way that works out practically is, you know, if someone calls and says, hey, you know, I'd love to hang out, I'd love to do this thing. You know, if you didn't have a set schedule, you might be like, oh yeah, I'd love to go to Disneyland with you or go to Universal Studios or something like that. And then you don't end up getting your work done and you're just like, what the heck? But if you have a set schedule, when someone calls, you say, hey, you know what, I can't, I'm working, and, you know, but we can schedule something else later. And that has helped us massively. It'll help you actually get things done. And trust me, this will help you so much. Do it and you won't regret it. The second thing is when you're working from home, it becomes so easy to feel like you're working all the time, because if you're in a small place or something like that, maybe your computer is in your kitchen and then you just eat dinner and then you go back to work. And what you're going to want to do is have... Yeah. Anyways, okay. One of the second and most important things is to have where you work to be separate from where you relax. And that is so important. Like for us, we have a second bedroom where we have our office and we keep all our work related things. And that helps so much because when we're done with work, we can just close the office door, and mentally that helps us, kind of detach ourselves, get the rest that we need, and then be refreshed the next day, and so that we're not always thinking about work. But if you don't have a second bedroom, like maybe, go to Starbucks and, work all day there so that you're not distracted by your roommates, and do it every day at 9 a.m. and end at 5 p.m. and take your laptop and your hard drive and do your editing and email correspondence, and that will be your place of work. And then when you leave there, you can then relax at home, and it'll really psychologically establish that separation of places so that way you can get work done and not be distracted. And I know it's really easy to be distracted if you're in college or you have roommates. You definitely want to work somewhere separate from where you relax. The last tip is to actually have a routine that you do every morning that you do before work. And you might be like, oh, that's stupid. Like, why would I do that? But the way it helps so much is, say if you work all night and then you wake up and you just start work right away, you're mentally going to feel like you're working 24/7 and your mind is going to be exhausted. What you want to do is you want to wake up and not immediately start into work, because your mind is just not ready to do that. And so you could either do like a devotional for an hour or 30 minutes in the morning. You could, go to the gym, you could go for a walk, you can just do something. It doesn't even have to be long, even if it's just 30 minutes, to kind of split up your time. So that way, when you're done with that thing, you start work. It's almost as if, you have a commute in the morning where you're driving to work. That's in your mind, it gets you ready to work. So pick something, anything. It could be reading the newspaper if people do that anymore. If you do that anymore, tell me, because you're incredible. But, listen to a podcast, or, read a magazine, or again with the printed stuff, or you know what I mean? Just do something and it'll help your mind, not feel like it's working all the time. So those are our 3 tips that we have that has really helped us be efficient and productive while working from home. And I know that's only scratching the surface. So if you have any tips or things that you do that you think would help other people, please write them in the comments below. Let me know. And, or if you have a question on working from home, write it in the comment and I'll try my best to respond. And then also, I know in the past video I mentioned that we do mentorships, and we've already had a good amount of people take us up on these, and they've grown so much, and it's been really awesome being able to help these people. But we also know that, certain people don't just want a one-time mentorship thing. They want something where it's longer, where we kind of meet with them and we implement strategies and we really take their business to the next level. So what we just started is 12-week coaching. And what that is I give you a call every week. And we work through everything from business to finances to profitability to editing to color correction to getting clients to sales to every step of the process. And what we found is everyone has information. There's so much information online on various blogs and things like that, but what people lack is implementation. They know all the right things to do, but they need someone to walk alongside with them to really keep them accountable, and that's what I do. Throughout the whole 12 weeks, I'm really helping take your business to the next level. I'm keeping you accountable through text messages, through following up with you, through giving you detailed action steps every week. And this is really, going to transform your business. So if that is at all interesting to you, please send us an email and we'll set it up, because in 12 weeks, you could have a completely different business and really, get started on the right foot to having something super profitable and something that you can do as a full-time job. So if that's interesting to you, please send us an email and we'll set that up. Or if you want to just do an initial 1-hour Skype call, you can do that below as well. All right, well, I can't wait till next time, and talk to you guys soon. See ya.